Once there was a young man who dreamed of becoming a great mountain climber. He admired the tall, majestic peaks that reached into the sky, and he yearned to conquer them. He knew that climbing a mountain required skill, strength, and determination, so he began to prepare himself. He trained every day, learning the techniques, building his endurance, and studying the best routes. Finally, the day came when he felt ready to climb his first mountain. It was not the tallest mountain, but it was challenging enough for a beginner. As he started his ascent, he was full of energy and confidence. But as he climbed higher, the terrain became steeper and more difficult. The rocks were slippery, and the wind grew stronger. He began to feel tired, and doubts crept into his mind. Halfway up the mountain, he encountered a particularly steep and rocky section. He struggled to find his footing, and several times he almost slipped. Exhausted and frustrated, he sat down on a ledge to rest. He looked up at the peak, which seemed so far away, and he thought about giving up. Just then, an old man who was descending the mountain passed by. He saw the young climber sitting there, discouraged. The old man smiled and said, "Son, every mountain has its challenges. But remember, it's not about how quickly you reach the top, but how determined you are to keep going." The young man thought about this, and he realized that his goal was not just to reach the summit, but to face and overcome each obstacle along the way. He stood up, took a deep breath, and continued his climb. The higher he went, the harder it became, but he kept going, one step at a time. Eventually, after a long and arduous journey, he reached the summit. He stood there, breathless and exhausted, but filled with a deep sense of accomplishment. The view from the top was breathtaking, and the feeling of having persevered made the victory even sweeter. As he looked out over the landscape, he understood that the climb was not just about reaching the top. It was about the lessons learned along the way, the importance of persistence, resilience, and the strength to keep going even when the path is tough. Moral of the story: success is not just about reaching the destination, it's about the journey and the perseverance it takes to overcome obstacles. When the path becomes difficult, remember that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Keep moving forward, and don't give up, because the view from the top is worth every challenge along the way. Thanks for watching.